Look, I've heard a lot of people in the British and the foreign press talk about how wrong it was for Harry Markle and Meghan Markle to just dump and run without telling the Queen and all this sort of stuff. They're so ill-mannered, they should have told the Queen. Listen, this is one of the most intelligent things they have ever done, okay? I say, I think this is the best thing they've ever done. Deciding to leave the monarchy and at least make an attempt to be financially independent. If they want to do that, go ahead. I say let them, in fact, I say let them go. Let them go, all right? The farther the better. And there's a reason why most British people are happy with with the decision that they made. Not because they feel sorry for Harry or sorry for Meghan, how they've been treated by the British and how racist the British are and all this stuff. Certainly there are some one or two people who are thinking in that way, who are trying to lecture the country. I mean, these guys need to know by now that the Brits are not going to take lecturing from a bunch of London exotic elites. They're just not going to do it. The Brits are not, nobody cares much for being lectured by these so-called woke people on the news. And it's mostly black people, too. I have to say it right there. When it comes to Meghan Markle, it's like every token black person on BBC, LBC, Sky, every token black person on there is playing the race card. Look, I didn't know Meghan Markle was black until someone told me so. I thought maybe she was like Muslim or Indian or even like Hawaiian or something. I had no idea. So, for those of you who say I'm trying to sell out or white folk who don't like Meghan are racist, listen, if anything, she probably acts more like a white girl than a black girl. I'm just saying. But so that's it. I think, the best news I could have ever gotten about these two pipsqueaks was the fact that they are going to leave and try to be financially independent. Though now I'm hearing that they're going to still keep their title and still keep their home that the British people paid for. So, it's almost like they don't know what true financial independence is. However, I'm going to say this, and this is a warning to these colonial British monarchists who think they're going to come to my country and just have their way. If they think, hang on one second. If they think that they are going to come to my country and have their way, and they think that they can do whatever they want and take how many amount of tax dollars that we can give them because they think that we're just a bunch of cuddly pushovers as Canadians, they've got another thing coming, okay? This is a new Canada here. Arana Nation has completely transformed what the Canadian is all about, okay? Now, the media might be too pussy in this country to come and face them and scrutinize them. But I'll tell you something. Anyhow, these two come to this country and step one toenail out of line, I will be the first one to scrutinize them. If I have to go down to where they are and hunt them down with my camera and follow them all over the country, I will do it. Because I'm going to tell you something. I will not tolerate British royalty coming here and pretending like this is a British colony. This is not a British colony. This is not a British colony anymore. We have long threw the Brits out a long time ago. Shout out to all my British friends. Power and love to you. I have nothing against you personally. But I've seen the behavior of the Duchess of Thoughts. Why I call her that. Meghan Markle, that hoe over there. I have seen the behavior of Meghan Markle. I've seen what she has done to Prince Harry. She is leading him into the abyss. He has been cock-blocked. He is a beta male orbiter. I don't know what has happened to him, but it is not good. And the way she treated British folk, taking and taking and taking more than any monarch did, and she's not even a real monarch, taking to build up renovate her house, going to Wimbledon, sending people to stop people from taking pictures of her when no one was taking a picture of her nasty self. All this sort of thing. That's not going to fly here in Canada. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know where this thing came from that Canadians are so nice. Who told you that? Who the hell told you that? Certainly I'm not nice to people who think that they can abuse my country or me. I mean, your welcome is extended only to a point that you come here, realize that you are a foreigner. This is not your realm. This is not your kingdom. This is not your colony. You are a foreigner. In fact, that's why I think they were at Canada House the other day in London. I think they were going to Canada House to go get citizenship for Prince Harry. I think that's exactly what, or a worker's permit. That's the only reason they were there. They were going over there to go get Prince Harry a working visa, so that he could probably go shine shoes or whatever. I mean, I'm just kind of in jest about shining shoes or anything. But hey, don't make me catch Prince Harry working in this country when there are many people, Canadians, real Canadians of every race, color, and creed and religion who can work the job, and I don't see no work visa. I don't want to hear that just because his mother is supposed to be the queen of this country, he's gonna just somehow waltz in here and take one of our jobs. To hell with that. I will be watching those two like hawks. If they think the British media is bad, if they think the Sun is bad, if they think the Express is bad, if they think the Mail is bad, if they think the Times is bad, if they think the Star is bad, the Arana Nation is 10 times, 20 times, 50 times worse. Worse. So you've been run out of one country. You don't want to get run out of this country. You know, if I were you, I would settle with Hollywood. I would settle with Los Angeles. I can already see what's going on. This big multinational company, Tim Hortons, saying they're going to offer them free coffee. And I'm hearing through the grapevine that Justin the tacky-headed, tar-faced, swift-foot, two-faced Mac Daddy Trudeau is willing and ready to pay for their security. Meanwhile, veterans in this country are asking too much, and natives live with poisonous water. And then these two foreigners, that's what I call them, foreigners. I don't care if they're royal. I don't have any respect for them. They're foreigners. And they come here, and they're going to take our job and take our money. They're acting like typical. In fact, I would rather take all of the illegals coming in from New York State into Quebec over these two. At least those ones have a little bit of, for the most part, being an illegal, it's a very shameful thing. Those people have shame. They don't have self-worth. They feel like the world is against them, the country's against them. These two, I can already see them thinking that Canada is just some great la-la land, cuddly bear, Disney World. They're going to be all nice. The Canadians are nice. They wouldn't dare bug us. They won't bother us. They're too nice. They're too kind. They're too much. They won't do anything to. They won't do anything. We could just come here. We'll take their money. We'll take their money for our security. We'll have Prince Harry working for some government job, Governor General, or some diplomat, or something, Lieutenant Governor, or something like that. Or maybe even working in some movie industry on Vancouver. There's a big movie industry over there. Oh, please, those Canadians, they elected Justin the tacky-headed and Mac Daddy Trudeau. They won't do anything to us. They don't care about themselves. They don't love themselves. Listen, Arana Nation has changed all that. Ever since Arana Nation came on the YouTube air and the BitChute air, things have changed. Things have changed. So, I will show you how steely we Canadians can be if you come here and you think that you can just abuse us like this and think that this is your colony. Because as I said at the beginning of this video, this is not a British colony. This is no British colony whatsoever. Prince Harry, if I catch you working, you better be ready to show some documents. You better be ready to show some working permits, a working visa, student visa. Meghan, I want to know, is Meghan even a citizen of Canada? I want to know that. Is Meghan a citizen? How about you decide she's just gonna come here now? I mean, yeah, I know she lived here. She lived in Toronto. She played Suits and all that. Is she a citizen though? Does she have a landed papers? Does she have a green? No, we don't have green card. We have landed here. Does she have any of that stuff? Because she sure hell ain't born here. Does she have any of that stuff? I want to know. I want to know. Because if she doesn't, she shouldn't be working either. So we're going to be watching this very carefully. But already I'm seeing red flags. You know, I can't stop them from deciding to live here. Preferably, if they want to live here, I'd say they go live up in Yukon, go live up in the Northwest Territories, go live up in the Baffin Islands, go live up in Iqaluit, which is the capital of Nunavut. I mean, you know, you can scorn those places all you want, but I mean, can you imagine the goodwill? I mean, talk about goodwill. You want to talk about helping people. These two want to talk about helping people. Can you imagine how great of a benefit the northern Canada would be if those two were to move up there? I mean, there's plenty of land up there. They could build a nice log house or something that you would see people moving up there, building infrastructure up there. I mean, you know, it's a hard life up there. Mostly natives living up there. The water sometimes doesn't work. I mean, the place almost smells like a toilet when you get up there. Running water sometimes freezes. I mean, you get eaten by polar bears, and that's true. In those northern places. In fact, I think that's one of the only parts of Canada where the government actually encourages you to have a gun because, I mean, wildlife there is no joke. So, you know, if they wanted to go live up there, the amount of development that would take place. But don't think you're going to come here and think you can just have your way, take advantage of us. Because I can assure you, if the Canadian media is too chicken to come after you, if the Canadian people are too chicken to come after you, your Arana Nation will come after you.